protests out here in Keego Harbor to save this building, but coming up, why these guys are in hazmat suits.
Fox 2 News at 10 starts now.
Well, we begin tonight with a very big story. The fight over the future of an empty school building in Metro Detroit. Well, it's continued to heat up. It's scheduled to be demolished in a few weeks, but there are some people who are absolutely not happy about that.
Now, one group is determined to save it and keep the wrecking ball at bay. Fox 2's Lauren Edwards was there as demonstrators explain why they want to save this building.
Stop the demolition! Save Roosevelt!
Historic things can't be recreated, so once they're down, they're gone.
That's why David Emmerling and others are doing what they can to save the 104-year-old Roosevelt Elementary building.
We do want to preserve this building, but to know that you're going with the lowest bidder and you're going to put my family, my community at risk, that's why we're out here in the hazmat suits.
Kirsten Douglas says the West Bloomfield Board of Education wants to demolish the building, which she says poses environmental and health risks. The group, called the Concerned Citizens to Save Roosevelt, rallied on Sunday afternoon holding signs and wearing hazmat suits to call attention to it and to the company that may be behind the demolition.
On Monday, the March 4th, the West Bloomfield School District Board of Education made the proposal or opened the abatement bid, and the company that they're slated to use has 3 MIOSHA violations.
The group says they've been fighting this battle since 2017 when they say the Board of Ed wanted to build a new middle school. However, that never happened.
The demolition should be off the table. They've had many cash offers that are equivalent to how much the demolition costs are, so there's no cost to them to keep the building.
The group says they'd like to see the building transformed into a mixed-use building.
And so we have developers that have offered to purchase the building and repurpose it, which would be a win-win for everyone. It'd be good for the community because it brings taxable income in, but it also is good for the school district because that taxable income goes to them as well.
However, they say they're not getting anywhere with the board. Fox 2 reached out to the board requesting an interview and comment and are waiting to hear back. As for the group, they say they'll continue to make their voices heard on the sidewalk and at board meetings.
I love it. I don't need a 5-acre field in the middle of my city. This city is supposed to have a walkable, that's our plan, is to have a walkable downtown, and it's tragic.
In Keego Harbor, Lauren Edwards, Fox 2 News.
A man from Pontiac.
Rallying for Roosevelt, a community coming together to save a historic school building.
We've heard the district and their concerns, and our community has rallied and found solutions.
Why this century-old structure means so much to so many, and their plan to save it from the wrecking ball. And rolling out tonight, rallying to rescue Roosevelt. Thank you for joining us for 7 Action News at 11. I'm Simon Shea-Kett. Community members in Keego Harbor racing against the clock to save the century-old school building from demolition. Today they protested outside the school, hoping to get the attention of the West Bloomfield School District. 7 Action News reporter Tierra Braddock brings us their urgent message about why the historic building is worth saving.
Keego Harbor residents were outside of Roosevelt Elementary on Cass Lake Road protesting the demolition of the school, which could happen as early as next month.
Our city of Keego Harbor is so small, and so it's just, again, I don't want a 5-acre field in the middle of my city.
Kirsten Douglas was one of the people protesting on Sunday. Her son went to Roosevelt before it closed 2 years ago after a ceiling collapsed in the building.
They moved our students over to what's now the Abbott Roosevelt, and then they decided that they wanted to demolish this beautiful historical building.
Back in October, the West Bloomfield School District told 7 Action News in a statement that the district made extensive efforts to engage with the community throughout this process, holding 5 input feedback sessions. This was not an easy recommendation to make, and we understand the emotions surrounding the decision. The statement went on to say, maintaining it is not a safe or financially responsible choice. This decision has been under discussion for over a decade.
We have people who have developers who have actually offered to purchase the building and repurpose it, which would help the community as well as the school district.
And it's not just parents fighting to save the school from the wrecking ball.
We all are doing this out of the passion of saving this historic building that's so critical to our community.
David Emmerling is a member of the Keego Harbor Planning Commission.
One of the school board members was really quick to point out that they have no strategic vision of what to do with this land. So why would you knock a building down when you have no plan?
Community members were dressed in hazmat suits during the protest. Here's why.
The school district proposed the demolition and opened or gave the bids for the abatement. And our real concern, hence why we're out here today, is that one of the abatement companies has MIOSHA violations, and that's terrifying for our district, especially being so close to our waterways.
I reached out to the West Bloomfield School District, but they weren't available for comment on Sunday. Community members who were at the protest say they plan on being at the March 18th West Bloomfield School District board meeting to make their case about why the school should be saved. In Keego Harbor, Tierra Braddock, 7 Action News.